Phase 2 is coming to WoW Classic very soon. So today we're going to be talking about the highly anticipated Ulduar patch, which will bring a host of new content and features to WoW Classic. First up, let's talk about the new raid that's being added this patch, Ulduar. This massive 10/25 player raid will be located in the Storm Peak zone and feature 14 bosses for players to challenge. 10 out of the 14 bosses will feature hard modes, additional challenges that players can toggle on for the most powerful gear in this patch. Some of the notable encounters include Flame Leviathan, a giant flame wreath construct that players will have to take down using specialized vehicles, and Watcher Allagan, a celestial being tasked with safeguarding the balance of the universe. Ulduar will be launched in pre-Nerf difficulty, meaning that this will in fact be the hardest raid we have seen in Classic to date. And no, I swear it's not copium. If you don't believe me, check out this log of players that tested this raid on PTR. And so we can have an idea of the item level that Ulduar provides. You can expect the following out of 10 and 25 man. For 10 man and 10 man hard mode, you can see it going from 225 to 245. And for Ulduar 25 man and 25 man hard mode, you'll see it go from 232 to 258. If you're anything like me, you expect to clear both 10 and 25 man hard modes before the next patch happens. So Blizzard wanted to add a new accommodation to that and will also be including the first ever ahead of the curve achievements inside of WoW Classic. The first being just to defeat Yogg-Saron and Ulduar on 10 and 25 player, pre-nerf difficulty before the release of the next raid tier, and a new achievement for Cutting Edge, which you need to defeat every hard mode boss in Ulduar on 10 or 25 player in pre-nerf difficulty before the next raid tier. Along with these achievements, Season of Mastery players should rejoice as 2 new achievements have been data mined. One being the Soul of Iron for Season of Mastery, which was if you reach level 60 without dying, and you will be receiving a new reward, which is the title called Soul of Iron. And then the second achievement was Survivor of the Fire Lord. Pretty much if you're insane and defeated Rag without dying in Season of Mastery, you will be getting the new title Survivor of the Fire Lord. In addition to Ulduar and these new achievements, this patch will also introduce Titan Rune dungeons, probably one of my favorite things they've done in Classic to date. To access this feature, enter any level 80 heroic dungeon and interact with the mysterious Titan relic floating near the entrance. All 5 members of your group channeling the relic will cause enemies in the dungeon to gain additional health and damage, as well as additional effects depending on the dungeon. Think Mythic Plus, but just less complex. Gear that formerly dropped in normal 10-player versions of Naxxramas, Eye of Eternity, and Obsidian Sanctum can now drop from dungeon bosses while they're under the effects of the mysterious Titan relic. Personally, this concept gets me so excited, because if they're willing to do something like this, maybe they're willing to do something like Classic Plus too. I don't know, but that's a conversation for another day. And finally, players will start to see the construction of the Argent Tournament grounds within Icecrown that will have daily quests that reward gold and Aspirant Seal, which is a useful currency to progress within the ranks of the Argent Dawn. And that's about it. For the full patch notes, check out the link in the bio below. Personally, I am most excited about trying hard modes out with our crew and seeing if we can get Vaughn to do enough fucking DPS so we can kill Allagan, but we'll see. But I want to ask you guys, what are you most excited about?